Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading I'm using Poppy Palin's Everyday Enchantment Tarot. This is how I allow for reversals, especially when they're really big cards. And this reading is for Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. Okay, man, these cards are big. They're gorgeous, though. Okay, so my intention is to find out what is it that we need to know in order to spiritually grow, in order to, that rhymed, okay, in order to heal our souls and evolve so that our pure spirits can shine through. And some help for the day as well. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Okay, so this one, I'm drawn to this one here, this one, and this one. I love the artwork on these cards. Okay, so I have the Hermit reversed, the Devil reversed, which is the best way to get this guy, and the Empress straight up. Okay. So with the Devil reversed being our theme, and you can see, if you guys have never seen these cards, I'm sorry, he's in a car, and, he's drinking, smoking pot, or something, while he's drinking, or while he's driving. The element brings in, excuse me, he's going the wrong way, on a one-way street, not looking at anybody around him, not caring about anyone else. I don't know who this little negative booger is speaking into his ear, but he's definitely listening. And it's all about money and addictions. So are we addicted to money or numbing agents, going fast? Definitely all of those behaviors will get us going in the wrong direction. And there's a little crow here, which always reminds me, crow energy always reminds me about spiritual law. So, he's going against the laws of love, spiritual law. But because he came through reversed, or this card came through reversed, the meaning is that we are being released, or we have released ourselves. I love that, actually, that we're in that place where we have released ourselves from greed, from blindness, most of all, abusive tendencies, and even pessimistic ways of thinking, right? Because pessimism is a form of, like giving up and feeling useless and worthless and hopeless. And while all of us humans go through those feelings every once in a while, or sometimes we can sit in them for months until we heal it. We just have to keep remembering that if that's, or I'm here to tell you, that if that's what we're doing, we're not in truth. And we really want to get back to, the truth of spiritual law. Because spiritual law is that, the foundation that we exist in is based in love. And if you don't believe that, then just question, how is it that we're flying through space on a planet surrounded by other planets, and we're rotating around the sun? The Earth itself, I don't know how fast we're rotating around the sun, but the Earth itself is spinning at 67,000 miles per hour, and we don't fall off. So if you don't believe in the laws of love, then answer me that. Like, why is that the case, that we don't fall off? There's this gravity that we're part of. There's an electromagnetic force field of love that holds everything together. So when the Devil comes through reverse, we've released ourselves from all of those false notions, all the fear. We're no longer taking the hand of fear. We're no longer stuck in addictions, whether they're addictive negative thoughts or whether they're, pessimistic ways or abusive ways. We're no longer blind. And with the Hermit coming through reversed, well, I think that this unhooking from the negativity of the past can sometimes have us feeling lonely, because when the Hermit comes through reversed, I should say, it's often a period of loneliness. Now, don't worry about that, because it's temporary. This is sometimes part of the recovery, because with the Devil reversed, there is a recovery. We have been released from the past, and there is a new sense of independence and freedom, because we're literally reclaiming our power away from that blindness. And that means sometimes, especially if this has to do with addiction, then you're leaving a set of friends that you used to hang out and party with, or you're extricating yourself away from patterns that you're used to hanging out with, and that can sometimes have us feeling a little empty or lonely when the Hermit reversed comes through. And then sometimes this combo here can be that, yes, we're working to heal the addictions. Yes, we are releasing ourselves on many levels. Yes, we are free on many levels. But then we have these little relapses, which can happen when the Hermit reverse comes through. Because it's like you go back and you repeat a mistake. We lose our way, a little bit. And not to worry about it. Not to worry about it. It's normal. It's part of the process. Do not beat yourself up. It's normal. When people go through, rehab, it's often that it takes 8 or 9 times, they say, as an average, and that's just an average, before they completely heal it. So, whatever it is, we're gonna go back and revisit it until we're done, and we're not done until we're done, and not to judge yourself in that process, but continue to get back to the new place where you're creating something new, where you're opening up to loving yourself, loving your inner child, being in better contact with your family and other support system, and where you can literally get back inside of that nurturing place where you just feel really well and abundant. Keep going for the abundance. Keep going for the place where you feel like you're back in your creative flow. Because if it is a pattern of addiction that you're trying to break, many people who get lost in addiction sometimes for a period of time, they are very, very, very creative people underneath. But I feel like we're all creative in our own way. We all have our own unique way of creating. And so, don't put any judgment on however, you don't have to paint or write or sing or play music to be considered an artist. We all have our own art that can come through. And you have to find your own your own personal way of whatever that is, whatever it is that you want to create. And it can change over time as well. And it can be many, many different ways. So don't judge it, the way you clean your house or take care of your car or whatever, that can be a very creative thing as well. So don't judge what it is. Now, on another level, with the Empress coming through, this can be reparenting yourself through this letting go of an addiction, and especially when you feel lonely, because unhooking from the past and reclaiming your power and, getting back into your own independent life force, that can have you feeling, like I said, lonely or kind of lost. And sad. Sometimes there's outright sadness. Of course there's sadness, that comes through when we're unhooking from the past. And that's especially true with the Hermit reversed. straight up, it has us going inward, and we're still, no matter what, up or, straight up or down, it's an inner quest. Whether this card's upright or reversed, the Hermit is always an inner quest. And it's always, contemplation, meditation, searching our souls. Searching our souls. So I don't think it matters if it's upright or reversed. I think the main message is that just to feel whatever comes through and let yourself process through it, and know that feeling the pain of whatever vicious circle you've been stuck in, that's the way to unhook. Because this is definitely a card of unhooking from the past. And so whatever you have to go through, if it's loneliness or sadness, feeling lost, or feeling that other people have deceived you, the answer is always to feel the pain and reparent yourself through the process with the Empress card. This card is all about reparenting ourselves. And that is the path, the road to recovery, is that we will have to meet the pain, reparent ourselves through it, and then eventually we heal it. We heal it. And then, with the Hermit reversed, to bring it all upright, that would be that quality of being in contact with your own inner wise guide, your own inner expert, your own inner teacher. And that's where your inner voice comes through in the silence and in the study, if it's studying. But it could also be, just because a book is here doesn't mean that it has to be studying what someone else has written, but it definitely can be, because it's those who have gone through it before you that can definitely lead you. That's just how it works. So there's so many books on it. But yes, when it comes to the book, the symbology here can be your own journaling. You're, writing down your own process, and that is definitely one of the ways of reparenting. So just remember that, whatever you have to go through, you're going to find it. If you go through your weakness, you're going to find your strength. If you go through feeling your pain, you're going to eventually, in every turn of the spiraling into your pain, when you come out of it, you're going to feel more joy, more happiness, more pleasure is going to be able to flow through your body. And if you go through feeling your fear, then you're going to eventually feel your safety, your own secure, safe place within, reparenting that way. And then feeling, of course, going through feeling your loneliness, eventually you're going to find your ability to have fulfillment and love and companionship. And even when you don't have someone else there in that companionship kind of capacity, what's going to happen is you're going to have yourself. So how can you ever be lonely if you have yourself? Right? Yeah. And sometimes we have to go through feeling our hatred, which is another aspect of the devil. But because it came through reverse, I'd say, if you've gone through feeling your hatred, well, you're going to find your ability to love as well. And if you've gone through your feelings of hopelessness, then if you're always asking for the truth, eventually you're going to get to the place where you have your real faith, your absolute faith, and then there is no reason to ever be hopeless. So that's the deal. You go through all the feelings to get to the other side to find the truth. So if you're always asking for the truth, that's the best you can do. And then reparenting ourselves through that is our task. That's our life task. Okay. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.